Hi, I'm Oliver Tull, and I don't stop working. I've never had what you'd call a regular gig. I've been doing comedy 20 years, and I'm one of the co-hosts of Eye Opener, which means I get to be here every day with you wonderful people, and I love it. I wake up at 2, I'm in the office by 3, we're on the air live at 5, and then I'm basically here till 10, 11 sometimes, depending on what else I have to film. I don't really have time to stop and eat lunch or anything like that. It's just basically one thing after another. We shoot promos, we do voiceovers, we do pre-produced pieces. Then I go home, I try to spend a couple hours with my daughter and my wife, and then I head for the theater to do shows on Friday night. It's a show called 4-Day Weekend. We improvise our whole show for an audience every Friday and Saturday night. I have to be there at 4. We set up, do that show at 5 or 5:30, then our regular show at 7:30, and then another show at 10. And then, if we're lucky, a special midnight matinee. By the time I get home, it'll have been 24 hours straight. And then I try to sleep a couple hours and do it all over again next night. The worst part is when your 3-year-old daughter says, "Daddy, don't go to work today. Stay home because you're always gone." That's the hard part. I feel like I'm missing everything. I feel like everything happens while I'm gone. I was there when she took her first step, but I probably missed everything else. I ask myself why all the time, and the honest truth is I can't think of doing something else.
Well, workaholic means, in general terms, that you work day and night and you never stop. Maybe a true workaholic might sleep 2 or 3, 4 hours a night. Most workaholics, you know why they work? Because they love to work. People that don't love to work do not understand that. People in this day and age, especially young people, they're very driven to succeed because they think that's what they need to do to be successful. But you do have to learn how to channel that work into a different area so that you do not burn yourself out. You've got to find the balance between work and life. A couple things that I suggest in doing that is time management. You got to set your own boundaries in only being available during certain times. Pencil in your appointments you time. And you know what, when you do that, you'll be more productive. You can have it all. I do believe that you can have a huge, successful career, work 60, 70 hours, and still maintain a good balance at home.
I don't think you can ever tell whether it's worth it or not, because even if you're really rich and successful and whatnot, which I ain't, by the way, but if you were really rich and successful, you don't know if it's worth it until the very end.